Hey, welcome back. I thought I might do a live right now just to catch up with Becky a little bit. Watch a video or two of hers. Depends how long they are. And I thought I'd do it live on this lazy, rainy Easter Sunday because I just don't really feel like editing right now. So if I do a live, I don't need to edit it. So you get what you get. My mom used to say that if it rains on Easter Sunday, it will rain for, I think, 3 Sundays straight. So we will keep an eye on the weather and see if that's going to happen. One of those old superstitions. But I was going to work on some shelves upstairs, and I was all ready to be all productive and motivated and went to Home Depot to get some wood, and their saw isn't working today to cut planks. So I'm like, all right, I'll go to the Home Depot in the town where I used to live. It's just a few miles away. So I drive down there. It starts raining right when I pull into the parking lot. And I'm not going to bring wood out while it's raining because I don't want my wood to get wet. So I'm like, great. Well, I'll at least go to Starbucks, get me a coffee, maybe go to Lowe's, get a few things that I need at Lowe's instead of Home Depot. Some stain for wood and stuff, and some more polyacrylic. Lowe's is closed today, so I got some coffee and came home and decided I was just going to be lazy and just play video games and just have a lazy day because I haven't had one of those in a while. But I'm kind of tired of being lazy, and I thought I might at least make a video and maybe do something a little productive after this. But anyway, that is just me rambling before the video. So the video I have ready to go is, and yeah, it's kind of hit and miss in my area for what's open and what's closed. I pull into Lowe's and I'm like, oh, they're either really not busy or they're closed. So thankfully, my Starbucks is open. So I feel you on that. Nia? I didn't think anybody would actually be watching me. But hey, welcome. I'm just being lazy and don't want to edit. So the video I have ready to go from Becky is T-shirt tour plus, oh, yeah, it's close on my pronunciation. Nijay? We have T-shirt tour and unknown creature sounds in Kentucky wilderness. Becky does talk slowly, so we're gonna speed her up a smidge. First one. Oh gosh, what did I say first? Nijay? Nijay. Well, hello, welcome, Nijay. I'm very happy to see somebody here. So I'm interested to see what kind of sounds Becky heard in the Kentucky wilderness. I have been to Kentucky. The company that I work for is headquartered in Louisville. So I've been to Louisville. Of course, it was during the pandemic while I was there, so I didn't go anywhere. But I thought maybe I'll just catch up and see what Becky's up to. Oh. I like her intro. That's kind of cool. I like that. Kind of a creepy vibe. I like that.
Here's this. Yeah. Hi, cutie. Hi, sweetheart. Cleo. Yeah.
We intro. Yeah, I think that's a new intro. I haven't been keeping up with Becky. So the last video of Becky's that I watched was the one where she was talking about her nephew and how to deal with grief. And I actually have a video recorded for that I just haven't gotten around to editing and uploading yet. But that's a cute puppers. So I just hope Becky is doing well and I hope she's happy. So I guess we'll see how she's doing in this one. I believe she is still living with Hannah and Rafe, if I'm not mistaken.
I love you. Hey, everybody. I hope you can see me okay.
We can.
I tried to fix. Ah.
I feel you, Baxter. Getting that camera aligned is an issue.
But yes, I am going to be putting my clothes away because I've been needing to do it. I don't know. Watch me put my clothes away. I'll even like show you some of my shirts and stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, the volume disparity between her speaking and the music is quite extreme. I need to turn that down a bit. So, I have a lot of t-shirts too, and I have not. I actually haven't unpacked. I know. I hope she's doing better. So I only have like 6 shirts unpacked right now from when I moved into my house last August because yeah, it startled me too. Because I ripped out all of those wire racks in all the closets in my house, and I haven't finished installing the closet organizer in my master bedroom yet. So all of my clothes are still packed until I get around to finishing installing that. So I have a lot of like superhero t-shirts or just geeky t-shirts as well. I'm wearing a Deadpool t-shirt right now. Aw, Patrick. A lot of band t-shirts. Blink 182. I think that's one of the pride flags. Is that the... This is so awful. I think that was the lesbian pride flag. And I should know this because I am also a lesbian. But I don't keep up with... I don't have all the flags memorized. So I think that's what that flag was on the shirt. I actually haven't seen Step Brothers. I've heard it's... I don't watch a lot of movies. Turn that down a little bit because it's in my... Having the music in my ears loud makes me talk louder, so I feel like I'm shouting, and I don't want to be shouting at you guys. Super Step Bros, I like that. The Butter Show. This one's a sleep shirt. Oh, that's wonderful. Unicorn with kitty cats. Oh, the Golden Girls. Oh, Betty White. I have a t-shirt that says Betty White is my homegirl, and it has her face on it. I've had that shirt for probably 13 years. I love it. I love the Golden Girls. Doesn't it say big butt something?
I'm working.
Sorry, I have ads. It's one of the bad things about doing it live on this. I can't edit out the ads. A flock of geese live close by. I miss Betty White. She was so awesome. Oh, was she? The poor geese do not like the strange sounds. What? I don't hear anything, Becky. Oh.
There's a family of geese that live by here. That sounds like some nice dog. But that ain't an owl. Shut up, geese. See, they're bothered too, so is that dog.
I know, I'm just waiting for something loud to come on with my headphones to scare the crap out of me. I don't hear anything other than the geese. Do you guys? Do you hear anything?
Sometimes they have almost sounded human. My girlfriend's brother said that he's seen one with a smaller one, like a child one time when he was hunting deer on their property, which is where I live. But that was a long, long time ago when they were teenagers. This isn't unusual, but they're very active tonight.
I have her sped up too, don't I?
Making everything else active too.
Yes, it's very long. I don't. Is she talking about that, like, kind of like whippoorwill almost kind of sound? Because that's the only thing I'm hearing. I could hear the geese, which I feel her pain with that. I used to have geese when I lived in my apartment that would fly over at 4 in the morning and wake me up. And then they would block my way to Starbucks in the morning because they would be trying to cross that road. I don't.
Those dogs are not liking it. Neither are those geese.
I don't. I don't. I mean, I hear something, but it either sounds like quality content. Well, I'm the one. I'm the one watching it and streaming this while I'm watching it. So both of us got some quality content here today. Let me tell you. I don't. I don't know. From what I heard, it sounded like a bird.
I'm in a lettuce porch. I think it could maybe be a possum or there's some over there too. While you're moving around.
Oh, jeez. Oh God, that was a little loud in my ear. I don't know what sound she was talking about. I really don't. um, I I don't know. I guess that was it. Uh I'm confused. I honestly couldn't hear anything. I could hear the geese and I could hear some dogs in the distance, but I didn't hear anything that I would say, was unrecognizable. Maybe her microphone maybe just couldn't pick it up. Um, yeah, that was that was worth my time. So let's see what her next video was 5 days ago. More t-shirts and picture story time. I guess let's. Do you know? I actually really like her new intro.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm back.
I have her sped up to 1.5 times. So yeah, well. So she said that she is working, isn't she? Do any of you know where Becky is working right now? I haven't caught up on that. I know she was doing like Uber Eats, but I don't know if she has like a regular job outside of Uber Eats. Oh, so this symbol tattoo here on her arm, that's a goddess symbol from paganism. Yeah, just Uber Eats maybe. So that's an interesting tattoo. Because she's a Christian, isn't she? Interesting. But is that a Snoop Dogg t-shirt? Doggy style? It's interesting. So this video is more t-shirts and picture story times. I have her at 1.5 speed.
Anyway, some more laundry, and I'm like, since you guys really like the t-shirt tour, I will continue this t-shirt tour. And I hope you like my t-shirts like you like the other ones. It's really hard to keep track of where I get them all because where it's been so many years.
I do like t-shirts.
There's just so many different places, I've got them from online.
Most of mine are from like collector core crates or loot crate.
I usually almost always get really frequent compliments on my shirts. And I've even given shirts away to people and they'll be like, I got a compliment on that shirt today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny whenever you wear a lot of graphic t-shirts. It's kind of funny. At my previous company that I worked at, I always wore graphic t-shirts. And then they changed our dress code at our office to where we couldn't wear graphic tees. They either had to be plain or like collared or button, but I couldn't wear my graphic tees anymore. I don't know how many coworkers stopped by my cubicle and they were like, yeah, we saw the new dress code policy. And we're like, man, what's Libby going to do? And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to wear different shirts. But I don't know how many people came by my cube and they were like, man, we're going to miss your t-shirts. And it made me very sad because I did actually have to go buy a few shirts that weren't graphic t-shirts. Now, my new company that I work for, I work from home. So it doesn't really matter what I wear unless I happen to need to be on camera for a big team meeting or something. But yeah, it was so funny because so many people came by and they're like, yeah, we were thinking, man, I was talking to so-and-so yesterday and we're like, what's Libby going to wear? And I'm like, well, I'm going to wear something else. Yeah. I miss my old coworkers from that job. Anyway, back to Becky.
I get compliments on my shirts and stuff too, so it kind of always made me feel pretty good about myself. And it also really helped this one time I went to the pharmacy and left my medicine there, the bag, like left on the counter or something.
Huh.
I finally remembered it, went back. And they're like, yeah, we remembered you. You're the girl with all the cool t-shirts. So, yeah. Watch me do this.
It makes you recognizable.
Vibrant.
The volume just... I'm afraid Becky's going to give me a headache with this volume disparity between her speaking and the music. Yeah. Work was my social life. My social life now is like, hey, I'm talking to you on YouTube. I have no social life. I do play D&D online with some friends on Sundays, but the game was canceled today because of the holiday. Scotchity scotch.
Okay,
Oh.
so I have some really interesting photos to go over with you guys.
Can you guys hear that?
Sorry,
okay?
I'm trying to get them all sorted and just.
Oh, got some old
Most
pictures.
of them are going to be funny. Some of them are just going to be stories, interesting facts. But I figured first off we would start with some Easter photos because that's coming up, isn't it? So
it's today when I'm watching you.
We did an Easter egg hunt inside that year because it was cold and stormy.
Is that Becky?
Raining. So
oh, if that's Becky,
that year, and there's a little bit of chocolate on my mouth.
And that is Becky.
Wait, what year was it? Okay, there's nothing on the back. My mom usually wrote
But
yeah.
Notice the hand in the way there. I don't know how many pictures we have in my family of like a thumb getting in the way of like the camera lens. You gotta love whenever you get your pictures developed and there's a finger in the way. 93.
See, Anthony, Shrona, Kayla, Becky, and Easter
She's
Bunny 93.
adorable.
And this was at Mr. Gaddy's because you can't tell, right? But I'm
like,
what's in the basket? Give me what's in the basket.
That's cute.
That's my Aunt Shrona. We lost her in 2010. She was actually murdered. Yeah, and it was made to look like a drug overdose, and it was not. But yeah.
Oh no! Oh, that is so awful. I can't imagine losing a family member in that way. I would just be angry, like all the time. I mean, I was angry anyway after my mom passed away, but man, yeah, if you saw her nephew story, first that, and then, wow, her aunt being murdered. Oh.
This is nothing on the back. This is me at church. That building is our Sunday school building. But yeah,
it's interesting. Sorry, ads. I don't pay for the ad-free YouTubes.
Oh man, this one ain't got nothing on the back either. But that's me in a hilarious Sawyer Brown t-shirt. Cause like I had no idea who that was. I don't know who Sawyer Brown was. I do now.
I remember. Well,
I liked it because there was just.
I am a lot older than Becky.
I don't know. I liked it. And that was my trike. I used to put my foot on the seat part and just push it like a scooter. And then that's my cousin, Kayla. Oh. Yeah. And that's my cousin. But yeah, we're looking for Easter eggs. And it looks like I'm using an ice cream tub.
That's an ice cream bucket.
She's using a bag. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Good times.
Yeah, you know,
I was Mr. Gaddy's
when she was sticking something up her nose.
94.
That was so. You gotta love the exposure on these old pictures.
And that's a basket full of Tootsie Rolls. Yeah. Yep. See, that's a Mr. Gaddy's balloon. Wow.
Mr. Gaddy's. Man, that was a pizza place. We had one down where I'm from too, in the town next to where I lived. And I don't believe I ever ate there, but my brother did whenever he was in college. Mr. Gaddy's. I don't think they're around anymore.
To Mr. Gaddy's today, that same spot is pavement, and that's the parking lot of a Culver's, because right next door to that is Mr. Gaddy's. Yeah, let's see. It's my sisters and me.
Oh, you got the big hair.
24. Oh, that was the next day. Look at that. Interesting. Oh, that's the same stinking dress. Look at that. All right, Mom. See, that's my papa. And interesting story about, my papa here. He is got strong Native American roots and also Melungeon. And if you don't know what Melungeon is, you should check it out. But yeah, that was his Easter egg tree.
Attention.
He really liked his Easter egg tree. I'm a very indifferent person about my papaw because there's just a lot of bad history there. Not necessarily with me, just other people. But those mountains behind him. I mean, people elsewhere would probably be like, that's not really mountains. Those are more like hills. And I'm just like, yeah, but they're my Appalachian mountains. And I miss them because where we live, we consider it hills because it's not as it's not as thick and deep and like holler like as these are. Like these are real hollers. But yeah. Let's see. Here's me. Volleyball.
Volleyball.
I'm guessing this is probably about 2002, 2003. That's prom. My junior prom.
Oh,
that was 2008.
Pretty.
Yeah, this was a few months after Sean passed. This is me and my prom date. We were not dating.
She had a girlfriend
below me. We have just known each other since we were tiny things. Our dads were best friends. They were best friends up until when his dad passed away. Bike wreck, all right?
Oh, man.
The next day or something like that. But that's my face. That's all the medicine on it. Well, there's medicine on it.
Looks painful.
My lips were really, really swollen. They thought it broke my nose because my nose was crooked and bruising. Yeah.
Man, I have heard one.
I was trying to get off my bike at my aunt's house.
Her 1.5 speed.
My shirt sleeve got hung in the on the bike handlebar.
She speaks really slowly.
And I started rolling down the hill. At the bottom of the hill was a wooden fence, and on the other side was the gravel road. And I kind of just panicked and shut my eyes and rode it out, and flipped over the fence, and it knocked me out.
Oh my God!
Whenever I finally came to and I stood up out of the road, my aunt was coming out the door, and whenever she saw me, she started screaming, and I'm like, what's wrong? Why are you screaming?
Well, because you face planted.
So then we go to my house, which is like across the field. Like she drives me down to my house, and
she does still look really young. She's what, 28, 29?
Oh gosh, I can't believe this happened. And my dad's like, you're not ever riding a bike ever again.
Because I think she's a couple years younger than.
That too, racing my cousin. She went on foot and got 10 second head
start. Younger than Amber.
And I was determined to beat her. And yeah, gravel and bikes, you gotta be careful. But yeah.
Yeah, you do.
My mom's picking gravel out of my face. Fun times. It's me holding my sister's hand, and you're going to the fair. The JC County Fair. Well, it's it's Pulaski County Fair, but it's called the JC Fair.
We have a Pulaski County in my state as well.
Fair. Too bad there's not a year, but if I had to guess, I'd say 94. Summer of 94. All right, let's talk about this. This is Christmas Circle.
Power Rangers!
And this is the first girl I got to go because they sat us down in alphabetical order. I got there last. So this lady standing beside me here is the one that abused me. That's another story I'll tell in a second. But here, everybody got to get their gifts and things and look at them. And see, actually, it looks like everybody's already got their gifts. Well, up until her, at least. I don't remember her name, but I know her name's Valerie and her name was Stevie. And I was friends with them. But, yeah. Whenever I got mine, instead of getting to play with it like everybody else did with all their stuff, she took mine and put it up there behind her. And I didn't get mine until the end of the day. And I did nothing to provoke that. There's another time. Well, here's the time whenever she abused me. That TV stand there, we were all laying down, watching Land Before Time, and my foot accidentally nudged it. And it didn't do anything to the TV, but she saw where my foot accidentally nudged it. So she came over there, grabbed me up by my arm, pulled me to a high chair that I was too big for, and locked me in it. And then she grabbed my arm and started twisting. And I can't remember what she was saying to me, but I didn't like it. It kind of is painful to recall it.
That's not.
Like I was so confused. Like, what did I do? And
it's not good.
Yeah, I told my mom about it whenever we were on the way home that night. And see, my mom worked there too, but she worked in nursery, so she wasn't ever part of what we were doing. Because she was usually with the baby. Sometimes she was part of what we were doing, but that's if somebody else was covering her in the baby room. My mom looked at my arm and seen the marks starting to form. There was fingerprints. Basically.
So is this in a daycare or?
Looking. So yeah, my mom lost her job over that woman. Because that woman and the woman who owned the daycare were
daycare.
Knowing a healthy diet is key to healthy blood pressure.
Ads, I'm so
doesn't
sorry.
Always mean you have
salad
the time
looks
to
good.
eat healthy. That's why we created Super Beats Heart Shoes.
Photo of me, if I had to guess.
Oh, a little
Here's
cutie.
another
Look
photo
at
of me, and if
the
I had to guess, I probably 1.5, almost 2,
giant hat on her head.
or maybe almost like
Aw.
1 at least. I don't even really remember this shot, this shoot. I don't really remember doing this. So I'm like, why does this exist? Susie Q's old time photos.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Man, that's not good. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that face is, but I
I think I'm going to say your name wrong again. Let me scroll back up here. Nija? Nij. Sorry. Nij. Yeah, it's not good to be triggered with like bad memories by watching somebody else relive their bad memories. You know, I'm sorry that anybody would have to go through that kind of abuse, especially when it's somebody that's supposed to be taking care of you and that you're supposed to be able to trust. It's not good. You know, it seems that Becky has come to terms with a lot of her trauma. I think she could maybe do well with some therapy, though, if she were to be able to afford that somehow. Uh, but it seems like maybe she's been able to work through a lot of it on her own. So
found it hilarious, so I had to show you guys. I've been to Florida. It was Panama City Beach. We were in condos that were on the beach.
was this her goth
But we
face?
preferred the pools because every time we tried to go to the beach, it was like the waves were knocking you down, and it was just so crowded. There were so many people, and it was so hot. So we preferred the cool pool. Hilariously enough. But yeah, look at me. I was going through my emo phase, but I didn't
emo
have the money
phase.
to be emo.
Sorry, she's a lot younger than I am, so that was whenever emo was in vogue. Yeah, I understand. When I was in high school, it would have been a goth phase. Yeah, that's not good to never have healed. I guess when you don't deal with it as you get older, you just kind of push it down and ignore it and don't think about it. And then occasionally there'll be something that brings it to the surface and makes you realize you haven't really dealt with those emotions. So I hope you're able to do that.
So probably the coolest thing I have on right there are my audios. They were pink and black. There's my Pirates of the Caribbean shirt. I didn't even really like Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, I did, but I wasn't like, a super huge fan or anything. It's just, my mom got me that shirt. So I wore it, and it was black. I also hated how short the sleeves are. That's why I don't like wearing shirts, because the shorts, the sleeves, Look at that kid there. His name was Eric. He had a crush on me, and there's him giving me bunny ears.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that kid.
Yeah, I don't wear a lot of female cut t-shirts either because I have fat arms and I don't like the way the sleeves cut off. So I either do like guy t-shirts or unisex that have longer sleeves. So we had t-shirts and story time. Oh, I've been on here for 30 minutes. I guess I can watch one more Becky video. She's, oversized. I like my shirts big. Oversized. I am totally with you on that. I'm able to hide my flab if the shirt's bigger. I can't wear men's pants anymore because I'm too fat, and men's pants don't have space for hips or butt. When I was in college, I could wear men's pants because I was smaller, but not anymore. They don't make them in my size. So man, we got a little bit from Becky there, a couple of stories from her past that might explain a little bit, which could maybe explain why she stayed with Amber Lynn for so long. I mean, I don't So I started watching Amberlynn maybe a year ago. I am caught up with Amber. Yeah, I think I've posted reactions to all of her videos recently. So yeah, I don't know if she's a mess, but I started watching Amber when she was doing live streams with Becky. And I thought that she just didn't seem to treat Becky very well. And Becky just kind of put up with it. And then like I started kind of catching up with what was going on with them by watching some reaction channels. And oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And hey, I think I'm able to click on. Hey, look at that! I can put comments on screen. Woo. But she was never very nice to Becky. And like watching some of the reaction channels with some of the compilations of her just being rude to Becky, and I'm just like, man, like some of it could be taken as just like banter and joking around. But then like watching how she treated her subscribers on her live streams, I was like, man, she doesn't seem like the greatest of people. You know, it's like people, you know, do people not like her because of her weight? And then I began to kind of dig into more of her history and like her struggle and journey, because like I'm trying to lose weight as well. And it's like she's trying to lose weight. Maybe I can watch her and get some inspiration. And but then it's like, well, she started her channel like 9 years ago to lose weight, and she ended up gaining 200 pounds. Are you taking your medicine clip? I can't remember that one. There've been so many. I do know Becky was on some medication or something that made her like a complete zombie. And the way that Amberlynn treated her during that time period, it's just like, oh my gosh. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It seems like kind of a codependent type of relationship, more of like, especially like it seems like Amber wanted to have complete control, right? She had Becky quit working because she could afford to support them. But then that left Becky financially dependent on Amberlynn. And I know that Becky was working like some physically tasking jobs, like I think a factory job. Oh, I have the hiccups or something. But whenever you have one partner wanting the other partner to become completely financially dependent on you, that, in my opinion, is never a good situation to be in, because then if you want or need to leave, like how Becky did last year, it just makes it that much more difficult. Because then it was like, well, Amber started charging Becky for things, if I remember correctly, like in August and September, because there were two different stories there where Amber was like, yes, you know, oh, I'm giving Becky payment for these live streams she's doing with me. And then Becky is like, no, she hasn't given me any money. And then it's like, Amber's like, well, you know, she was, you know, she took payment for like Netflix or something out of what she was supposed to pay Becky. I don't think she ever paid Becky, but it's like Netflix is what, like $15, $20? Like Amber can't afford that when she's spending $3,000 a month on Uber Eats. Come on now. It was just a way to lord it over Becky, that Becky was completely financially dependent on her. So I don't blame Becky at all for being like, you know what? I'm out. I'm not going to stay until the lease is up. You've brought your new girlfriend in. I don't want to deal with this. I've got to get out of this situation. So good on Becky for moving out and getting out of that situation. Oh yeah, she really did Becky dirty. I'm not a fan. But so there's nothing really anything in Becky's community. So I have her most recent video here. Yeah, it's a little weird that, I mean, I personally find it a little weird that Amber Lynn is like, oh, Eric and Ricky are such good friends of mine. And her and her girlfriend go and like spend weekends with Eric and Ricky. I haven't seen a lot of content with Eric and Ricky since I started watching after Becky and Amber Lynn had moved out from living with Eric and Ricky. But yeah, I believe Eric and Ricky were Becky's friends, right? And that's how Amber met them, was because she was in a relationship with Becky. I don't know. I would just feel weird. Because Eric and Ricky obviously had a front row seat to the first half of the relationship and everything. But I don't know. I mean, Becky isn't talking a whole lot about like what she's doing.
On a trip, I want to keep my stuff safe and accessible. I don't want pickpockets to get my.
I mean, there's what am I? Brain not working. It's a weekend. Yeah, I don't know if Becky is still like spending time with Eric and Ricky, because I don't know if where Becky is living now with Hannah and Rafe, if that's close to where Eric and Ricky live. We know that I think that's where like Somerset, Kentucky, I want to say. And Amber is living in Lexington, I believe. And I'm not sure what city Becky is living in. But yeah, it just strikes me as a little weird also, the whole Eric and Ricky thing with Amber Lynn, where she's like, oh yeah, they're my best friends. And this and that. Makes me kind of wonder if they're still friends with Becky, or if they just keep those friendships completely separate and don't talk about the other person with the other one. So we have her at 1.75 speed because she talks really slow. Sometimes I talk slow too, because if I talk too quickly, I either stutter because I get hung up on what I'm saying, or you can't understand what I'm saying. So we have Beck vlogs and vibes is what I'm trying to say. I feel like she is, but yeah, it kind of does feel that way. I'm gonna, since you broke up with me, I'm gonna take your friends.
Baby boy.
Kitty.
Oh.
Oh, kitty
Hey,
cat.
buddy.
Oh, I need to get another cat. I miss having a cat. Once I get the upstairs and the house ready, you can't see me pointing.
I have this thing right here, and it's just got a bunch of unnecessary stuff on it. And I want to make this my art shelf.
Funko Pops.
So I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna do with all this stuff right here and down here. So, but yeah, first off, here's just a random magnet that I made one of my friends. But I think I'm gonna redo it. But I just love how it did turn out. And the font was just a trial font. And
yeah, the font looks messy. To put it mildly, I don't know. Is this supposed to be like this? This is going to sound kind of crass, but it almost looks like it's supposed to be balls. It's supposed to be a penis shape with like the male symbol. I don't know. Yeah, the colors are nice, but yeah, the font looks yeah. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not going to comment on the Funko Pops because I have a bazillion Funko Pops. I need to buy some more shelves for all of my Funko Pops because I have a lot. But yeah, the font, yeah, it's a little messy, but I mean the heart and the colors is really cute. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't know. If you turn your head sideways, that's what it looks like.
I didn't like it. But yeah. Mitski, Serrata, Borto, and then I have Sarah from the Craft, Billy Madison.
They have craft pops? I didn't know that. I may have to make a purchase later tonight. The Craft was one of my favorite movies back when it came out. Partly because of Neve Campbell. Like Neve Campbell was like my celebrity crush. I thought she was just the hottest thing ever. She's still gorgeous, don't get me wrong. I still love me some Neve Campbell. But I loved The Craft. I may have to order some pops.
Adam from Beetlejuice, Miko and Flit from Pocahontas, and then because Pocahontas is literally my favorite Disney movie.
Aww.
But Naruto, the Sexy Jutsu, Barbara, Edward, Nancy. I have Rochelle and
Bonnie.
Gosh, Nancy, Sarah, Rochelle, and
Bonnie.
I can't remember the other one's name.
It's Nev's character. It's Bonnie.
I just don't have them over here because there's like not a whole lot of room, you know. So yeah. And down here I have Leatherface, Bluto from Animal House, Beetlejuice, and then this Naruto. Sorry, my washer is going, but here's my Butters collection.
I usually have the dishwasher going.
That's not
when I'm recording videos, unfortunately.
But everything else here's mine.
Gwynpool. Titanic. Oh, of course. Of course she has a rose pop because it's Kate Winslet. Yeah, I have Funko Pops in the living room, which my computer's not pointing at, but I have an obscene amount of Funko Pops. And so a lot of them are from my brother or my sister for like Christmas gifts or like birthday gifts, or just, hey, I want to get rid of this pop, so I'm going to give it to you. That's my brother. I'm out of space for pops. I'll give them to my sister. Well, I don't have space for them either. I have some pops on my kitchen table that I bought for my brother, actually. We all collect them. Ooh. Kind of a creepy nighttime drive here. Some windy Kentucky roads. What was this video called? Vlogs and Vibes. So this would be the time for like, you know, for the creepy Kentucky wilderness animal sounds that we can't recognize. Sorry, there's an ad upcoming.
Fred Smith here told us the B&H photo helped change his life. Fred, tell us your story.
So, let me turn this down in my ear. So I'm thinking about starting a series where, yeah, jump scare. Thank you. You have a good night too. Have a lovely evening there, Nija. So I'm thinking about starting a series for like Missouri mysteries and murders or something, and like researching like murders or mysteries in my state, and possibly driving to those locations and checking them out. I don't know. Would people be interested in that? I don't know. Because I love me some true crime and a shapeless black creature. Let's slow it down. Maybe we'll see her shapeless black creature. Oh, awesome. So one person would love to see that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, because I thought about maybe exploring some of the areas in my state, taking some videos, doing some research for, some crimes or something, or mysteries.
Okay, so
awesome.
I just did this, just messing around out of the blue.
Oh, Telly B, awesome.
And I'm like, you know what?
Excellent. I'll have to start doing some research in my spare time. I don't know what Becky's doing here. I don't have a lot of free time, but that is an idea that I have to start maybe doing some research on those and whatnot, because I'm working on Yvette. Thank you so much for watching and chatting with me and keeping me company, Nija. You have a wonderful evening. And I hope to see you in the comments and see you around. But yeah, I don't have a lot of free time, so I'll have to try to squeeze them in, and they might be random, because I have my regular job that I work during the week. I do some freelance work that I should be working on right now, but I'm not. I have a couple of D&D sessions during the week, on Sunday and then Monday. And then I'm working on house stuff, which I'm also making into videos. So it's just an idea I have, but it sounds like a couple of you would be interested in that. So I'll have to work on that. So it looks like Becky is making some beats.
So I'm definitely gonna add more to it. Okay, I just added this part.
Huh.
Okay, so this is what I have so far. And then what I did, that's Hercules, that's her peacock.
Oh.
And this part was really loud, so I took the level of it down a little bit. So I'm not sure if I want to leave it as is or if I want to add to it. So we shall see.
Got DJ Becky in the house.
There's another one that I started. I actually discovered that the chords, whenever I was trying to mess around and finish my other beat. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and save that other one and then start on this one.
The random hi-hat is off-putting.
I started out with this, and then I went to drums, and
the cymbal is a cymbal.
Like I did the tuning, went to the samples, tried out the samples.
I have zero musical talent.
Yeah.
So what she's doing here would be a bazillion times better.
I'm probably gonna add
than anything I could do.
We'll see.
I'm gonna speed her back up a smidge here, which is going to distort the music, but
I think I'm happy with this one too.
Sounds better quicker.
Okay, so I changed the name of that last one I did.
Ew.
I didn't even hear it until I heard it, and then I was like, nope.
Cry about it, ha ha ha. Doorknob through the belt loop. Do you got a lighter? Farting in the supermarket? Well, okay. Yeah, I think she really could too, Tally. I think she could do really well, because I remember whenever she was on Amber's channel, she would sometimes tell a story, because apparently she has a lot of personal stories, with like some spooky things that she's personally seen or experienced growing up, I think people would be really interested in hearing those stories. I mean, people like a good scary story. Or maybe she could tell us like some local Kentucky stories. That would be interesting. But she uploads kind of randomly, and it's kind of random stuff, which, you know, hey, people like to keep up with her and see what she's doing. So, you know, I think she's still trying to find her way on YouTube. I mean, aren't we all? I have no clue what I'm doing. so I'm right there with her. But I find it a little maybe sad almost that what she learned about being a content creator came from being with Amber Lynn. And seeing a few of Becky's interactions occasionally with some of her audience in like the community tab or on Instagram, she can be kind of off-putting sometimes. If somebody says something she doesn't like, she lashes out at them. And so I think maybe she learned that behavior through Amber Lynn, which is not the best person to look up to when it comes to content creation, I would say. I mean, there's so many other people that she could watch when it comes to vlogging and for ideas of what to do, that I just, it makes me a little sad that Amber Lynn was kind of her mentor in a way when it comes to content creation. But I kind of want to hear track 8 here. I kind of want to see what that track is. Oh, yes, I am 12 years old. Plus 30.
Pink Empty Pools is not the name. Duck Hunt Dog Days is. That's the winner up there.
I have it sped up so you can't really hear the true thing. I'm sorry.
Okay. So,
here, let's
see. Here's It's All Pish.
I guess we can see what this actually sounds like.
Oh wait, no. That's I Was Always Yours.
You tapped the wrong one. Kinky? So that's the one she was just working on. Okay.
I don't remember if I ever showed you guys 8-Bit Nightmare or not.
I agree completely.
So let's see.
Yeah, somebody asked Amber Lynn on Telenym, which I'm behind on catching up on those. Maybe I should do one of those videos tonight. She's beefcake.
Oh my gosh, beefcake! Wow. That was one of the first ones I ever made.
Somebody asked Amber Lynn if she thought she could heal her relationship with her audience, and she said that she didn't think she could with a good portion of her audience because people just want to hate her or something like that. So I see Becky's working on her DJ skills here. Oh, farting in the supermarket. That's not accurate. That's not what I've heard in the supermarket. So, DJ Baxter here. Mashed potatoes. A lot of sexual titles there. All right, Becky, we're gonna, not that this isn't thrilling, we're gonna speed you back up a bit here. I don't know. This was the last video Becky uploaded. She hasn't been uploading very regularly. It's like maybe once every week or so. Good God. Well, to be fair, Honey Fungus, I do have her sped up at 1.5 speed. So they may sound better at regular speed. Good. I've been on here for an hour. Oh my goodness. Time flies. Oh. That's awful
and
sped
there
up.
we have it. My beat collection so far on I was focusing out real bad. Beat tonal. So yeah, beat tonal. It's great.
Beat tonal?
Download it and play with it. I mean, I'm not sponsored or anything, but yeah, it's fun. It's really, really fun.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, she did a lot better than I could ever do, to be honest. I have zero musical talent. So at least, I mean, I'm happy to see her exploring another creative outlet. So, you know, good for her on that, because, I mean, her artwork, what's that kind of music called? I don't know. I think she was just making beats. Just making beats. Yeah, you know, some of it, maybe she'll make some of it, and if some of those beats she's made sound good, she can upload them to be used for background music on videos. She shouldn't have inflicted on us. Yeah, it now, again, to be fair, I did have a lot of it sped up just to get through the video to see if there was anything else. So at regular speed, they weren't that bad. I agree. She is putting in some effort to see, you know, what'll work for her channel. So I was looking back to see what else we had. Oh, we have a blog a month ago that I haven't seen for an abandoned house. That could be interesting. I'm on her much longer than I thought I would be. We have a room tour and beat making. No more of that. Let's see this abandoned house tour, I guess.
Meet Suvi, the magical all-in-one
Sorry if you can hear the ad.
robot.
Yeah, she's put, you know, I don't know where this video intro came from, but she's definitely put more effort into her video intros than Amber Lynn has, because Amber Lynn decided to get rid of her intro and outro just because she was tired of them and wanted to try something different, which she answered on a telling them. But another time, I don't think I am either, Honey Fungus. I don't think I am either. But I would, like somebody mentioned earlier, I think it was Tally, said, you know, it would be nice to see Becky maybe lean more into the spooky stories and things, because people were always interested in that whenever she was with Amber. Do I have... Okay. Oh.
We're under a tornado watch, but like...
Yeah. Had to observe that. It reminds me, it's funny. At my previous company, we had a new employee that transplanted from California to our office here in Missouri. And she was like I don't remember her title, like the site safety or something. I don't remember, but we had a big like safety meeting, and she was like, okay, if the tornado sirens go off, where do you go? And of course, me being the smart ass I am, I was like, you go outside to look at the weather. And she's like, and everybody's like, yeah. She's like, seriously? We're like, yeah. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, you guys are crazy. And she's like, but no, you're supposed to go to one of the designated areas. So it was, you gotta love tornado warnings in the Midwest. Yeah, I could too, Tally. It would be nice. It's very calming, I guess, in a way. And, for her maybe to be driving and telling a story while driving, if she's able to do that, if she has the story like memorized. Hurricane parties. Yeah. We're all kind of crazy, aren't we? It's bad weather. Let's go outside. Because we just have to go look and see. Yeah, the area that I live in, we've had several tornadoes come nearby where I live. Luckily, they've all gone around me. But so, yeah, I'm born and raised in Missouri.
Not really a fan with what's going on with my hair.
I did live in South Korea for 5 years, but other than that,
air drying out of the
I've lived in Missouri my whole
life.
Sorry for
the mess in the back. I'm still in the process of moving my room around, so
I feel you, Becky. Yeah. My hair's a mess too.
Dude, this is killing my arm. Straight up. Okay, I think I got it. Man, now it's wobbly. Shoot. Anyway, yeah. So what I wanted to talk about.
I think I'm due for a haircut too.
I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and
PCOS.
I get facial hair, and it's not as severe as I've seen others, and it's like, that's totally okay.
We're mammals. We all have body hair. Women, sometimes you get a little bit of hair in places where you don't want it. But, what did I do in South Korea? So I taught English for 1 year, and then I actually have my master's degree in technical communication, and I went to South Korea after grad school just to teach for a year because the job market was very poopy when I finished grad school. And while I was teaching, I ended up getting hired by Samsung to do technical writing. So then I worked at Samsung for 4 years before coming back to the States. Sorry, my nose itches. I apologize. Give me 1 second here. I have horrible allergies. So if you hear me sniffling and snuffling in all of my videos, it's because I usually just can't breathe. But yeah, so I lived in South Korea for 5 years. Made a lot of amazing friends, met some really awesome people. But then I decided to come back home and be closer to family. So.
And I usually have to shave. So.
You don't want to shave, Baxter.
This is my razor. And when I was shaving this earlier, because I get pretty coarse hairs down through here, when I was shaving it earlier.
Tell me about your
Sorry,
neighbors.
Ad.
They're black.
There's just something real strange about her,
There she is, slaving away in the kitchen.
Oh.
Next thing you know, we have criminals.
That just doesn't sound very non-racist. I can speak very little. I learned enough to tell taxi drivers how to get me home or how to get me to work. I could ask how much things cost. I knew my numbers to know how much those items cost. I could order food. Yeah, too much information. Yeah. I don't know if shaving, because whenever you shave your facial hair, wouldn't it come back like a little coarser and thicker? I don't know. Maybe she should try Nair or something instead. I know Nair can burn a little bit, but yeah. River City Ransom. I remember that game. And Sirius too. Of course, the Titanic poster.
Once I started and I started getting up in here, I actually was okay with the peach fuzz. I liked it. You know how it looked. I don't know. It was very interesting.
She liked how it looked.
Definitely something I want to touch on more later, for sure.
So I have blonde hair, so you can't see my body hair very much. Oh, is she with Eric and Ricky?
God, it reeks. You can hardly like ran down for a while. Look at the ceiling. It's like,
oh god.
Okay, I'm gonna.
There's like one board missing.
I'm gonna put this back at regular speed because Eric and Ricky speak a little quicker.
Like someone could climb up there and be watching you.
But you're right. This is putrid.
It's the reek. Is that a shirt?
The boys want so we were discussing earlier about Eric and Ricky, and so they do still hang out with Becky, but they also have Amber come stay at their place. Now this was a month ago, but so interesting. This will be I'm going to turn her up a little bit in my ear.
Truly terrifying.
Looked around like everything as it was. Probably doesn't look.
That's a Chicago Bulls hoodie.
A Chicago Bulls hoodie?
It's Chicago
like
Bulls.
a bunch of magazines.
Are you guys scared to take step foot inside?
Yeah, it really does. It was a great experience to be able to live in a different culture and experience different things and see how different things were. Especially the healthcare system. They have universal healthcare in South Korea, and it was wonderful. What time is it where I am? It is 8:09 p.m. or 8:10 p.m. I am in the central time zone in the U.S. That's where I am.
Oh no, I'm just like,
What if it's like the grudge? Put the rock down.
So, I just want to say that I'm so happy to have people actually watching and interacting. This is wonderful. I was just doing a live because I was going to be lazy when it came to editing, and I didn't want to have to edit a video. So I was just like, I'll just do a live reaction, and then I won't have to edit anything because I'm feeling lazy. It's my lazy Sunday. And so I'm so happy to have you here watching and interacting. This has been very nice. That's why I've been on for over an hour, because I have people to talk to in my lonely, lonely world.
No, it is with us. I know, but it looks funny carrying a rock around.
He found a cool rock. 8 hours behind. See, 8 hours behind. So that would put you in Eastern Europe, right? Because one of the guys that I play D&D with is Finnish, and he's 8 hours ahead of me. He's in Finland. Yeah, it makes me a little sad too, Tally. But apparently Amber and her girlfriend go spend weekends at Eric and Ricky's. Oh, thank you, Honey Fungus. I really appreciate that. I find myself to not be that interesting or entertaining, so that anybody watches my videos just absolutely amazes me, and I am very grateful and happy for every single viewer and subscriber that I have. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, the UK. One of our other players for D&D is in the UK. I don't know if you watch any like skeptic videos or like debunking videos, but Sir Sick, his wife, is one of the people that I play D&D with.
I wish I had some kind of like history of this place. That'd be awesome.
Right?
Wow. Oh my gosh. So this house has just been completely abandoned. Like everything just left. Amber should have the same attitude. Well, she has 200,000 subscribers. It's cold and I'm fat, girl. I feel your pain. You know, one of the best things about like the face mask, whenever we had to start wearing those, because I gained like 30 pounds during the pandemic, or 35 or so pounds during the pandemic. So at least with the face mask on, people couldn't see me like sucking in air like a like a whale coming up for air. But you know, I lost the pandemic weight, but I'm stuck at my pre-pandemic weight. And you know, I could be off my butt and exercising right now, but I'm not. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love D&D. I'm actually have the video paused here, but I'm actually more of a Pathfinder nerd. I actually prefer Pathfinder to D&D, but it's hard to find Pathfinder groups. And so I had a friend through an online community, through a channel, that was like, hey, some friends and I have a D&D campaign. I'll see if you can join. So I had to get back into D&D in order to do some tabletop role playing, because I hadn't played in forever, because my best friend started a Pathfinder campaign with me and another friend during the pandemic, and I loved it. But then we stopped because he was just too busy. D&D is Dungeons and Dragons. I started playing when I was like 10 years old with my best friend back in the late 80s. And then whenever we got older and like in our early 20s, late teens, we switched to Pathfinder, which is a different D20 system, which is just using, you know, your geek dice, your D20s and whatever. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. It's a lot of fun. So 5th edition D&D is okay. It's better in my opinion than 4th ed. I never played 4th edition, but I like Pathfinder a little bit more, but I'll definitely play D&D.
Oh, you guys want to go in?
Oh. So we had a music change there and like a slowdown of like the camera movement. I thought we were going to have something maybe spooky, like maybe she caught something off in the woods or in like the house. But they're a lot of fun, Honey Fungus, if you like that sort of thing. A lot of people don't, but.
Where are you going at? What? There's an old basin back here. Really?
Huh. Oh, wow. That is an old oven stove. Wow. With the water heater right next to it? This is an old house. That's the way to do it. You gotta convert people. You gotta rope them in. I think I have Assassin's Creed on my Xbox. I haven't played it yet. I'm impatiently waiting for the next Dragon Age to come out. Love me some Dragon Age. Until then, I've been playing on my Switch, like Animal Crossing and Cozy Grove, and I need to get back to Stardew Valley. I have a throw blanket here with. This was a Christmas gift for my best friend a year or so ago. It's the Stardew Valley map. Yeah, this stove is crazy. That's got to be what, like the 70s? You think 70s, 60s? Oh, the flow. Yeah, this is not the safest area to play in, to be playing in. That floor is. I love Animal Crossing. I just uploaded a video update where I opened some Animal Crossing cards. What are they called? The amiibo cards. I had one of them. Absolutely. Some days you just want to kill things, and some days you just want to fish. 50s? You think the 50s? Man, there was a Chicago Bulls hoodie or sweatshirt there as well. Man, that's a crazy stove, though. Man, this house is... It's falling apart for sure. Probably... I'm surprised it hasn't been, like, condemned and doesn't have, like, tape around it. Oh, what's that say? I'm getting really close to the camera there because I was leaning in to see my monitor. Some cooking course, man, that's an old pamphlet. So since I'm a technical writer, like old-timey like instruction booklets and things like that, I'm like, ooh. So that's really kind of cool. Apparently, she always wanted to stop by and like check this place out because I guess she used to drive by it a lot. And Eric and Ricky, in order to cheer her up, decided to stop and explore the house and area with her. It's kind of cool to see it, though. Really, it makes me sorry. I keep pausing it, but it's with the loud music in my ear. It's hard for me to talk at the same time. It would be interesting to know the history of this house. Like, why did they just abandon all their stuff? Yeah. I haven't watched any of those videos, but yeah, I mean, I guess if you need a place to stay to get in out of the nasty weather, I guess it's better than nothing. I'd be what?
Meet Suvi.
Man,
the magical all-in-one.
Sorry for the ads. I don't pay for YouTube's ad free. Oh, the Marie Celeste house.
I love the walls.
I don't. I'm just. I have a more modern aesthetic. I don't know. I as you can maybe tell by my horrible paint job on the wall behind me.
Yeah, I'm coming.
It's oh,
some eyes. Can you imagine?
Oh.
Or down there.
Pipes. Oh man.
This is so cool.
You were just in here, Becky. Yeah, looking at the stuff on the walls. Yeah, I think y'all are right.
I'm afraid it's gonna fall through.
Like 50s and 60s. Yeah, don't go
floor.
walking in there.
No, yeah, but on the
Yeah, I agree, Tally. Sometimes it might just be they can't take it with them, or it's temporary.
Really good foundation. So beautiful. I pass by this house all the time. I just wanted to get a really good look, you know?
Wow. Well, the house is still standing. I'm just surprised it hasn't. Yeah, they're probably off. Yeah. I'm just surprised it hasn't been like torn down or marked as, marked for demolition or marked off as, uninhabitable. Oh, and now we have kitties.
Look at these babies on my bed.
Oh. Look at, oh.
There's a meow meow.
Gonna go to sleep.
Hi, meow meow. Goodness. This is a meow meow. His name's actually Mouse. He's such a good boy.
Kitties.
He's a very good boy. He does not like to be picked up. Do you, meow meow? But he
I love that cats have such different personalities. I miss my Bessie baby. She was the crankiest thing, but I loved her and she was my baby. She never left my side.
And this one's Arthur.
Oh.
Arthur.
He's like, what?
Hey, baby boy. Hi, Arthur.
I was sleeping.
Look at this boy.
Oh. So I guess those are. Yeah, she sure does.
He's the best.
I wonder if these are Hannah and Rafe's cats.
They're my meow meow. And Arthur's.
Yeah, that would be. Oh. That would be a worry if you lived next to a house that was like that. If it was gonna like blow some stuff into your house. I have the hiccups. Oh. Is she at Eric and Ricky's, or is she at Hannah and Rafe's right now?
I kind of crumpled up my oil pastel. I did throw in a couple super creamy ones, like this green one. This is a super creamy one, is Mungio. Just to make everything kind of stay creamy.
I don't remember who has what animals. Oh. She comes back and the dog's like looking at her.
And this is going to be our little test. I'm going to clean it.
Wow. Well, the house was interesting. It was kind of cool to see. Just crazy that everything was just left behind. But I think that's the last kind of really interesting thing from Becky. I do have a video that I need to edit that's related to Becky. But I don't think I don't think Amber Lynn's uploaded anything today. No, the last one was her concert in the shower. Oh, I'm sure that Twinkie misses Becky. You know, whenever they were doing the live streams, Twinkie was always curled up next to Becky. But yeah, that it's always sad, like when an animal gets attached to someone and then they leave. But I don't know. Well, I think that catches me up on Becky and you all as well. She's recovering from her shower. Yeah, she must be. You know, I was expecting a full shower concert and we just didn't get it. You know, I was disappointed. I think Twinkie is maybe getting closer to Amber Lynn because that's all she has. So she's, you know, cuddled up next to Amber Lynn now because if she wants affection, that's who she has to go to. But I don't know. I just wonder. I mean, Wifey seems to be doing fine with the animals as well, you know, or whoever this new girlfriend is. I mean, we saw her helping give Twinkie a bath. There was that photo that circulated showing her walking Twinkie. So that's good. You know, I don't agree with Amber's girlfriend being doxxed like that at all. But she should make friends with the cat. Cats are so temperamental. You just don't know who they're. Oh, hey, Sherry. Thank you for popping in. You just missed us catching up on what Becky was up to, which wasn't much of anything other than exploring like an old abandoned house and showing us some t-shirts. Yeah. Cats can be interesting. Which one is it? Wasabi always seems to be in hiding. We don't get to see Wasabi too much, but he's a cutie. We do get to see Rarity. Rarity seems to be out and about more often. I would watch a whole video from Amber of just the animals. But I like seeing the critters. Oh yes, and beats. I forgot we had DJ Becky in the house dropping some sick beats for us. So, and we talked about how we were hoping Becky might make some more content, maybe some spooky stories. Don't know how Becky's doing today, but her video that we just, I'm sorry, let me pop back over there. It helps if I actually type in the channel name correctly. Yeah, so the last video that we had here from Becky was Beck Vlogs and Vibes. And it was yeah, I can't forget the beats. It was the best part. It was just basically Becky showing us her playing with this, what was it called, like beat tunnel or something. And there was a video of her showing some pictures and telling some stories. So not a lot from Becky lately. But I hope that she will continue to find her voice and make some more interesting videos and keep us up to date. So that would be good. You know, she has posted like some video game content, playing some old school like GoldenEye on the N64. So she has posted some video game content. Yeah, you bet. She seems to be doing okay. I know she was in kind of a rough spot a couple of months ago, but I think maybe she's doing better mentally. So that's good. I think getting away from Amber was the best thing for her. And I hope to continue to see her grow and maybe find a new relationship that treats her much better. So hopefully we'll see that in the future for Becky as well. She's still very young. She has plenty of time. She's not an old spinster like I am. So I hope that she's able to continue to find her voice on YouTube. I mean, she has 73,000 subscribers. She has people that would definitely watch her content. Yeah, I totally agree, Sherry. You know, if you're coming out of a bad relationship, it definitely takes some time to find yourself again, really, and to get past, you know, whatever trauma or whatever negative feelings you have from that relationship. I mean, I've had that experience myself with an ex-girlfriend that tried to be super controlling and, you know, was just a liar and just not the best person. So it's, you know, it's hard to come out of something like that, and then you just need time to kind of find yourself again and, you know, try to rebuild trust in other people again. Oh, you never think about Becky. I check. Well, I follow her. I'm subscribed to her channel, so I do get notifications. And I follow her on Instagram, but she doesn't really post on there very often that I can tell. I'm not on Instagram very much. I don't post pictures myself. Mental abuse, and absolutely. You know, people forget that there's more than just physical abuse, that, you know, the way that you treat your partner and the way that you speak to them, you know, verbal, emotional, and mental abuse, you know, trying to make someone, you know, always putting someone down so that you feel better, you know, or just like whenever Amber Lynn, you know, when they were in the store, one thing that sticks with me is when Becky was like trying on that like fanny pack or something. And Amber Lynn's just like, well, babe, you just gotta lose a little weight. It's like your ass is sitting there in a motorized cart weighing damn near 600 pounds, and you're telling your girlfriend that she needs to lose a little bit of weight so that the fanny pack will fit better? Come on now. Against the money game. You know, I started watching after that, and I had heard about it. So wasn't that like a GoFundMe that they set up to help Becky's mother? Is that what that was? I agree, Sherry. Yeah, you know, she doesn't want to pull an Amber, and within a week of being broken up with by your fiance, find the love of your life that supports you like nobody ever has before. Amber Lynn strikes me as the kind of person that just can't be alone. She needs to be with somebody else. She needs to have that validation. Money. Oh. Where, yeah, so I actually donated to that GoFundMe, where she was trying to fix her car, right? And then, if I remember correctly, I personally didn't really care what she used that money for, to be honest, because I knew that she was in a bad place financially. But I know a lot of people, because of what the GoFundMe said, is like needing to fix her car. Sorry, I have the hiccups and I am out of tea. But I know that a lot of people got upset because not all of the money went towards the car. If I remember correctly, she had a cousin that was helping her with the car, that was helping to fix the car. And so the cost for labor was a lot cheaper than it would have been if she went to like a mechanic shop or something, that she was just paying for parts basically. But that she also used some of, I remember one of the things was she mentioned Netflix, and people got really mad that she was using it for Netflix. But the Netflix thing was because Amber was charging her for like half of the Netflix. It's like, so I blame Amber for that kind of. So I'm going to grab a soda here behind me from my little beverage refrigerator. Yeah, I agree. I agree that I think Becky was trying to help her lose weight. Yeah, I remember one of the bad things was that I remember them saying, sorry, I got to get my little blanket back over me, where if Becky didn't like go get food like Amber wanted, or didn't do what Amber wanted her to do, Amber would say some really nasty things and be really mean to Becky when Amber wanted to binge if Becky did not go get her food. Yeah, honey fungus. Yeah, she was. And I think that attitude also came from seeing how Amber treated her audience. That, yeah, I have a hard time blaming Becky for a lot of, should she have been a little more upfront about what she was using the money for? I think so. But I don't think anybody would have been upset. I don't think anybody that donated to the GoFundMe would have been too upset if she was like, hey, look, I'm not making money right now doing Uber Eats. I need to use a little bit of this money from the GoFundMe to just live. See, Tally says, I saw one compilation that pointed out Amber wouldn't put something in food if Destiny might try the food. But with Becky, she would consistently use things Becky doesn't. Yeah. Wasn't it, oh gosh, I can't remember the thing that Becky, I'm drawing a complete blank. Yeah, Amber is a very disrespectful person. I don't know, it's all about her. But with Destiny, I think, Amber says things now about Destiny where she's like, ew, no. Girl, you were all about Destiny for years, even into your relationship with Becky. And now, now it's all like, ooh. And it's like, you can look back on your time with Destiny and be like, yeah, at the time, that's what I was feeling, but now I don't feel that way anymore. I don't know. Amber's something else. I don't know. There's so many compilations out there of her just constantly contradicting herself and things of that nature. Yes, Destiny was the love of AL's life. And, Destiny moved on with Dana, and now Destiny and Dana are broken up. I think Dana has a boyfriend now, from what I've seen on Instagram. So, I think Amber Lynn moved on to Becky a little quicker. And I don't want to say settled, but kind of did. Amber seems to have a lot of self-hate while at the same time being a narcissist. And I think and I think that she might think that if I don't jump into this relationship with the first person that wants to be in a relationship with me, I'm not going to find anybody else. And I personally think that's why she gets into relationships so quickly, whether she should or not, or whether she's compatible. I don't want to know what she's going to do with that rope. I do have some friends that are into rope play, and they will sometimes share pictures on Facebook of like some like new knots they're trying out, not on each other, but like on objects. They'll like tie the rope and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm glad to see that Becky's taking her time and not, automatically seeking out, trying to find someone to jump into a relationship with. Whereas Amber Lynn, immediately after, that just the whole discounting the entire 4 years with Becky in front of Becky made me so angry for her. Onions, that's what it was. Yes, thank you. And some seasonings. God, everything of Amber's has onion powder, but I think it was like chunks of onion that Becky didn't like big chunks of onion. Maybe she'll weave in put like if any of you watch Bob's Burgers, like the trap that the kids set for Santa with like the rope in the fridge whenever he to reach in to get the milk, and Teddy got caught in it by reaching in to get the milk. Maybe they'll set a trap in the maybe she'll set a trap in the fridge like the Belcher children. They used to eat different meals. I actually with my ex-girlfriend that wasn't the best relationship several years ago, we liked very different food. So sometimes we would eat separate meals, but we also ate out a lot because if we wanted to eat together, it was just easier to go out to eat. But which when I moved back to the States in 2013, I was like 60 pounds lighter than what I currently am. And I gained those 60 pounds in that year-long relationship because of the eating out so much. We should have bought one of those mouth gags for AL. Should have wrote this down. Oh, you guys. Yeah. I don't think they sell that at the Dollar Tree. Welcome to Dollar Tree's BDSM section. Rope and ball gags. Putty and mold. Oh, hey. I like the way you think, Sherry. She can make one out of the putty. Putty and mold destiny. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Amber Lynn's something else. I don't know. I keep going back and forth from I want to see her succeed. I want to see her do better because I know she can. She's done it. She's had moments where she's done so well. But, yeah. I agree. I understand that doing the outpatient is better for her as far as her income, because I don't think she'll be able to do videos and earn income while she's in the inpatient. But her girlfriend has a good job, it seems. So her girlfriend could take care of the rent while Amber Lynn is in like a month-long program. Or Amber Lynn should be able, given how much she makes on her videos, be able to take a month and spend a month in an inpatient program. But, it's frustrating to see her keep harping on, oh, I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight. Where was this urgency a year ago? Where was this urgency 2 years ago? It's like she's not going to be able to lose weight until she gets to the root of her binge eating disorder, which, I say that over and over, like every single video that I upload. Yeah. Exactly, Tally. Everything she says, whether she's talking about herself or about Chantal, Foodie Beauty, it's just because we're fat. Bitch, I'm fat. People like me just fine so far. It's because we're fat. Well, what about Sam at every size? Hungry fat chick. People like them. It's because of her behavior and like Foodie Beauty's behavior. It's not because they're fat. Park the U-Haul for a while. I think she could just absolutely. Absolutely. I agree completely, Tally. She could pre-record some stuff and be like, hey guys, I'm going into an inpatient program, so here's some videos that I pre-recorded. But I don't know, given that she vlogs, I don't know what she could pre-record to upload. Unless she would do like a what I ate today for like a week and upload seven different videos like every other day while she's in the program or something. I don't know how much they make off of videos. I'm obviously not monetized, so I don't know what kind of income you make off of videos, but she should be fine. Absolutely. I agree. So I've mentioned this in a couple of my videos, but I'll mention it here as well. So I had a half sister that was morbidly obese. She was about Amber's height and probably 600 pounds. And she passed away when I was like 12 years old. And I want to say she was in her early to mid 30s. And she passed away because her body just shut down because she was so overweight. So, I mean, I am legitimately scared for Amberlynn when it comes to her being her size, and her being the size that she's been for so long. You know, I don't want to see that happen to her because she does have people that love her. It'll stay monetized for 6 months. That's good. Amber got the rope at the Dollar Tree. Actually, it looks like clothesline rope, but as she said, for other purposes. Yeah, I think it may have been more like it looked to me like just like a rope that you can get for like your car for like tow lines or like rope. But you know, whatever her and wifey want to experiment with, more power to them. I am not going to shame someone's kink. Bow chicka bow bow. That's right. It's for sexy time. Yep. That's right, honey fungus. Notice they got 2 separate things of rope. And, you know, me being the snarky ass that I am, when she showed the first rope, I was like, you're going to need more rope than that for Amberlynn. And then she pulled out the second, the second thing of rope. Yeah, it's take a lot of rope for Amberlynn. Yeah, that whole Dollar Tree haul was like a child's dream come true. It was you know, the color pencils, the coloring maps, the putty. I mean, the rope wasn't for kids, but you know. That's, you know, I guess whatever floats your boat. Poor old Amber. Even in Hollywood. Some of this independent PDA. Yeah, for sure. If you don't treat people right. I thought it was she did say that, didn't she? She did say that she didn't want to do all that embarrassing stuff for My 600-Pound Life. Granted, all we could see was like hair up of her, and she was still wearing her choker. Why? I thought she said that she took her choker off when she showered. But I am just disappointed that we didn't get Amberlynn belting out some songs in the shower. You know, she promised a shower concert and we didn't get one. I'm disappointed. I think I don't think the 600-pound life shower would have been as flattering. They would have shown her getting into the shower, getting out of the shower, drying herself. But she has a walk-in shower, so she doesn't have to step over the edge of a bathtub. I don't believe she had a shower. You know, it's possible. I didn't see any water on while she was doing her lip syncing. So she might have turned it on after that. She's still learning the lyrics to the copyright. She can just do what Zachary Michael does. The bear, bear, the bear, 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 to the Zachary Michael music. Zachary Michael cracks me up. So, if you haven't watched it yet, you should watch Annie Lynn's parody of Zachary Michael reacting to an Amber Lynn video, which is Annie Lynn playing Zachary Michael reacting to an Annie Lynn as Amber Lynn video. It's actually really good. She's hilarious. Zachary Michael. So I first heard about Amber Lynn from watching a Greg Doucette video, of all people. And Greg Doucette is an IFB pro bodybuilder. He's Canadian. Zachary Michael drives you nuts. He's not for everyone. You know, of course, not everyone's going to have the same taste with people. I watch Zachary Michael, but I don't watch Alex is Shook. Then we have to do things to get to. Absolutely, I agree completely. You have to. So, I mentioned before that when it comes to Amber Lynn, you have to. There's always going to be a little nugget or a grain of truth with what Amber Lynn says, and she's going to be as ambiguous as she can, and she will leave out things. So it's more like lying through omission. So she's, if whoever paid me to I absolutely agree. Yeah, I've watched his recaps of 1,000-Pound Sisters because I don't watch a lot of television. I just don't have time to. But I do watch his recaps of those shows to keep up with that. His voice doesn't bother me. That's actually why I don't watch Alex is Shook. But yeah, he's, you know, everybody has their own preferences. I find my voice to be annoying. I don't like my voice. So, you know, it's definitely, everybody has little things they don't like about people they watch or themselves. So yeah, it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see what comes up in the next couple of weeks with Amber Lynn. But well, I have been on here for 2 hours, which is like an hour and a half longer than I thought I would be. But I have thoroughly enjoyed chatting with you all. It has been so much fun and kept me entertained. It is now 9 p.m. my time, and I do have to work in the morning, and I need to go shower before bed and take my melatonin, and because, you know, I's gots to work. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. It has been a blast. I have really enjoyed it. Maybe I will try to go live more often. and watch a video with you all and just chit chat. So, but thank you so much, all of you. I have enjoyed chitty chatting with you all. And if anybody's watching this after the fact, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all soon. And until next time, you all be safe and take care. Bye.